Depends on, I do believe everyone has superpowers, and that each of us has something that we can share with the world and also with this particular resistance movement that we're a part of right now. So I want everyone in the audience to think about, what are my skills, what am I particularly good at, and how could it be applied to the resistance? For myself, I like Facebook. I'm on it a lot. And I happen to be on it in a very devastated way on the day after the election. And I'm also the type of person who I don't get into a depression and then just stay in bed all day. You know, I want to do something, I want to take action. And so that's how I got involved, was by taking action, by putting together a Facebook page and then bringing my community around that. And that's something any of you can do.
I'm a superhero at all. He just thinks I'm like a totally, just mean girl who's like annoying, period. So I bought my cell phone out here because I have to maintain his life wherever he is. He actually turned 18 years old on Sunday. And so I don't have a choice but to be a superhero, because I'm raising an 18-year-old black man in America, and his life is always threatened. You know, he's always, every time he leaves my house, I don't know what could happen. And for me to sit by and just kind of watch the world and think that if I just say a few prayers and just hope that he's safe, it's not enough. I have to actually do the work to ensure that I'm at least trying to change things so that he is protected, and so that all the other young boys and girls who look like him are also protected. So I get up every day, not necessarily because the work I do is fun or that it even pays well. I get up and I do it because my life and my child's life actually depend on me being a part of the resistance. I have a long story, a long history of being in the movement. So unlike Bob, who was just sort of finding her way and getting involved because she felt passionate about something, and I commend that. And we've built a very wonderful relationship from that, trying to help her understand the movement, trying to help her understand the triggers, the things that she should and should not say, and those types of things. But for us, I think particularly for me being a black woman in America, it's like, if you're not in the movement, then where are you? Because we're living the movement every single day of our lives. And we can either choose to sit on the sidelines and watch things happen, or we can be a part of what happens because we make it happen. And I think that was the decision that I made. My son's father was shot and killed when my son was 2 years old. He was left in a ditch for 2 weeks before his body was discovered. A woman was walking her dog and she saw his sneakers over an embankment. And, when I look at my son, I realize that could be his story. And so how do I keep that from happening to him? Understanding that he didn't just get, his father didn't just happen because he was a bad guy. There is a whole lot of things happening in society that lends itself to having a young man's fate being so awful, the way that it ended. And so we have to fight on all corners all the time to just be able to look at ourselves and say, I did my best. I tried. I was a part of those people who were trying to make the world a better place. Mm-hmm.